Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we have a Larsen Homestead public match for you, but before we get into that, thank you to our Patreon members for the support. If you'd like to support, go to the link in the description where you get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do. You can advertise your regiment on the bottom of our videos and get an additional broadcast per week. Server pop right now is 260. It's January 1st right now, about 440-ish. Inbalance is 15 towards CSA. Artillery-wise, it looks like CSA has none, and Union has none. This is the first time I've seen no artillery on this new drill camp skirmish battles. Anyways, officers for today. CSA, you have Arthur Salem, Flores, you have Pax, My Name Ryder, and then for the Union side, you have Cornwallis, Big Max, Rogel Dorn, and Pineapple Warrior, and I wanted to give a shout-out to Henkel. Anyways, let's get it started. So this is my first impression of the Larsen Homestead map. CSA attack, Union defend. Point of defense is back here, which one Union company is holding back there. One Union company pushing really far forward along the snake fence, and you have half the Union team held up here. This map looks like it's based on the, what is it, Towering Trunks Conquest and Contention map, with a point of capture being here, for example, and also the B point being over where that point of contention is. So CSA is playing aggressive to start. Three of their companies are pushed up on that Union left, or I guess forward line, and one CSA company is getting around the flank of the Union side, which is going to be nice. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like Union has a nice defensive line they can hold. So CSA is going to be able to flank. Obviously, both sides going to have a snake fence here, which is going to be great for Union, but it seems they cannot hold the width of it entirely. And the trees are going to conceal a lot of movement from friendly and enemies, so you don't know if your friendly is being charged out or not, like we see right now. So CSA take advantage. Let's see where the boundaries are for this. Oh yeah, there's no way Union can defend. I mean, seriously, that snake fence. I mean, there's a road here that Union can hold on, but there's not a great defensive spot for Union to hold. There's no, like, long line. It's like Dunker Church. There is a long road that has a straight fence across the whole thing. Like, you can kind of see where that defensive line here is. The thing is, Union can be outflanked so easily because there's not really a straight defensive line. I think that makes it unique in a sense, this map like this. And it looks like the chosen Union defensive line is this kind of, I guess, end of barn line here.
Hold fire, follow the commander.
New line.
But obviously CSA is going to have advantage with the woods here as they approach. And they are just holding the left side of the point here. And geez, this is going to be a rough map for Union. And Union's really holding down this left side, but it's giving CSA wide open access to that point. If CSA cap, Union are going to be forced to charge out at them to retake it.
It takes so much longer to reload.
And it looks like Flores is going to take advantage. Maybe not get on point. He is, though, but they're going to be able to get a flank here. Union should maybe see him, but also see that CSA's on point. So they know they're here. Here was a flank.
Hello.
And so that one CSA company going in. You have one Union company flanking around the barn here. Looks like the rest of CSA are moving into assist.
Die, Cornwallis, you piece of shit.
One Union flag down right now. I don't know if the CSA flag is down, but here come the rest of the CSA friendlies. Union's very spread out right now. And CSA is taking advantage, kind of defeating Union in detail.
Keep the flag down because
CSA is going to continue pursuing, and Union regiment, company rather, trying to charge in here to assist, but they get wiped. Here comes another company coming out of the woods.
Prestige, find your enemy, Prestige.
And this is so far gone. This match has been very simple in terms of an analysis so far. It is defeat in detail, and you'll win. While your opponent is spread out, you stick together and beat the individual parts, and that's what we've seen CSA do here. Two Union companies were here, one retreated, and they're holding back there, leaving their friendly unit out to die. And then the other two companies just kind of sat over here and then went in on their own after the fact. So, great wipe there from CSA to start. They've gotten, looks like, one Union flag, which is an impressive feat. You got to keep those flags alive as a defender, even when you're attacking. Everyone needs those flags. The mobile respawns. And Stinky Toots there is going to get his flag out. But CSA's got full control of the point. And this is not surprising at all. Just based on how this map is set up. Looks like you do have a Union company, Cornwallis. His guys reformed. They were the first kind of hitting that charge. And they're getting into some close range combat with the CSA here. And CSA is coming out of the woods to charge.
First defense, hit defense against.
Take the fucking safe shot. Look to your left, let's go more to your left, boys. Don't fucking stop, kill these Yankees.
And with this kind of charge here, this should hit the Union down to engaged. In a matter of moments anyways. I mean, both sides are kind of at half strength in terms of their team numbers. Pineapple Warriors moving his guys up. I think Union spawns from that direction, which is why they're coming this way. But CSA, perfect move here from My Name Rider, getting up on that flank. Rest of CSA is trying to surge to take this snake fence. Union does drop to engage. Jeez. Got another Union company, or a few guys anyways, trying to charge on the CSA side, but they're not going to have enough to do anything. Meanwhile, Union on the other side are just slowly getting steamrolled. And CSA is going to have full control of the point more than they did a moment ago. Another Union company or a respawn wave charging in and dying now. This is terrible. For one side anyways. Definitely not a... Oh my goodness. Union still trying to respawn. Looks like they respawn over here behind what I assume is the Larsen Homestead. Or maybe it's this here. I don't know. Could be one or two. It could be all of them. Who knows? But Union's trying to get on this flank of CSA, but they're coming in so trickle, and the whole CSA team is here that they are just being slowly shot out, which is something you rarely see nowadays, especially with the fast flag respawn. You see some Union on the far right side of your screen are trying to reform, but that's going to take a while. So, as of now, CSA is up by, what is it? Almost a home morale stage. It's 3/4 of the stage, really. But CSA completely throwing Union off. Union needs to reform before they go out again. Right now, they're just trickling out and dying. Not great. And looks like Union might be trying to do that, but they're also trying to get around the flank of the CSA side here. Rogel, his guys are trying to go out. The unfortunate part for Union is, I mean, they got to hit this and do it as a team. You can't go in scattered. I mean, that's how CSA was kind of able to overthrow the Union defensive line very easily. Now, Union does have this little corridor that Rogel is trying to use. You can't really hit from this side because it's complete openness, but you can try to go through here. It's not that big, though. So it would be hard to fit your whole team and just rush it through here. I guess you could spearhead. That would be... I think that would be fun to watch. The team just spearhead through there. So, CSA, meanwhile, spreading out their entire defensive line. Let's see, what is... Oh. Wonder if Union's going to try to wait for them to cap.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Are we just gonna play time?
I know. I'm thinking right now. I'm honestly unsure. I don't think our team's gonna win any melee. I don't think our team's gonna win any melee. We are inept. They don't have to break their reloads. So guys, hold fire.
Just stay here.
Hold fire, hold fire, hold fire, hold fire.
Hold fire, boys.
Bayonet.
CSA is about to hit Union 2 breaking, or sorry, taking losses, especially with this charge here. They're going to get a Union flag too. Jeez. So you heard them, they might be playing for time. Hopefully maybe forcing CSA to cap. They might try to go around this right side, which if we go over here, how far out of bounds can they go? Oh, wow. Oh, okay. So, I mean, best shot is either Union let CSA retake, and then they try to retake by going through the woods here, so that they can regain those tickets when they take the point, or if they just want to try to retake that ground right now, the best way to do it would be to just go through the woods. I mean, that really, every other option Union has is through the open here. And see, not a whole lot of CSA is there, so in the meantime, they have a chance.
Hold fire, guys. Hold fire, hold fire, hold fire.
So, Union dropped to taking losses. CSA, if I'm CSA, I don't cap the point. You wait this out. The glory thing with pubs is that people can't turtle and play a time game because people will eventually get bored and they will Rambo, and eventually these Rambos, I think in 32 minutes, will knock the Union to breaking. Like Tornado here, I don't know if you see him, but
Yeah, I know, but like, you know what I'm saying? I want to go fight people. Let's go.
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
but CSA is kind of shifting back to the center spot here. I'm assuming Rogel's guys have respawned here. They've gotten the flag back, which looks like it's just being run over there right now. And it appears that Union is going to be trying to go for this CSA right side. Now, the advantage with them going to this side is that they can kind of use that barn if they take that corner. They can kind of hold that barn. If they go through the woods here, there's not a whole lot of defensive spots they can really hold. I mean, they'll have to go across a railroad track, and they have that little house here. But there's nothing too crazy unless they try to get behind CSA, which is definitely possible. So, almost 15 minutes into the round, and CSA is about to hit engage, but it looks like Union for now is just gonna take this with a shootout.
Spread it out to the left. Aim at their knees, guys. Aim very well. Spread it out to the left, gentlemen. Infantry fire.
And you can see CSA's kind of responded to this. They're trying to push the pace. They're trying to get the Union down to breaking. They don't want to cap point, though, because if they cap point and Union retake, then Union's going to go up to the percentage of tickets that CSA is at, which in this case they are down over a whole morale stage. So they'd get a lot of tickets back. So that's why CSA is kind of pushed forward here in the open. I mean, they have tickets to burn, so if they take a few more hits, it's not the end of the world as long as they're bringing the Union down. And Union will probably stick in this firefight because they don't want to just sit back and do nothing. That's boring. And I know if I hopped on a game, I would want to play and do something, charge, fight.
Independent fire.
So this is probably how this match is going to end out here. And we're going to have a shootout for a while, and then either Union's going to hit breaking, and then CSA will just run the point, cap, and win, or Union is going to be like, okay, we're not going to be able to hold out here for the rest of the match. So they're either turtle, or they're going to try to charge CSA to retake the ground before they hit breaking. So
Everybody crouch down. Everybody crouch down.
the dog doing? You should know better.
So I mean that's really what this round is going to be. So Rogel Dorn having his guys pull a little further back. I mean, Union on this front, they've kind of backed off as well. They're just trying to avoid ticket losses. I mean, that's what you got to do as a defender. Avoid the ticket loss and kill that time. And Union's trying to min-max that right now. Trying to use the kind of trees as concealment. Not something we would have necessarily gotten during the snow winter, but...
That's what Rogel's hiding. Rogel seems to be hiding. Pineapples play for cap. I want to do what they want to do, and I think we should play for the cap.
So, you heard it exactly there. I haven't seen turtling in a very long time, but it's the appropriate strategy for Union to try to win this. Now the question is will they actually be able to do it? Now you could, in private events, it's a lot easier to do it because everyone's under the same page. They're in a Discord call. They're there to listen and do what the higher officers say most of the time.
Give us your lunch money. If you want your lunch money.
But in a public match, the odds of people ramboing, example A here, are much higher. So CSA's got 27 minutes to kill Rambos. They already killed those two guys there. And just kind of throw lead. So CSA, if I'm them, not the most exciting thing, but you just gotta shoot the Union down. If CSA did take the point, they would have to hold it for 7 minutes. And then they would win if they did that. And in all likelihood that they could do that as well. I mean, you heard Cornwallis say earlier that Union was terrible at charging, but the problem was CSA was much more together than Union, and they always outnumbered them in any individual moment. So, for now, we'll have a shootout going. I mean, these group of guys here are gonna slowly be losing some tickets. I mean, you might have some CSA Rambos go up and just try to kill a few Union. Definitely possible. So, I don't know. It's nice to at least be fighting over this area for skirmish. It's nice to have it outside of conquest and contention. But I think this map layout, obviously this is my first time seeing it, but this map layout obviously is going to be favoring CSA, the attackers. They just kind of rolled over the Union. It was, I mean, again, there's a lot of snake fences, trees, and houses that you can use for cover, but the map is way too wide for the Union to be able to effectively defend themselves if CSA works together and outflanks the Union, which is why I kind of like the bigger maps for these higher pop servers. Which, what are we up to? 280 right now. I kind of like that these higher pop servers they're bigger maps. I like it. When you watch maps like Progress Mill on a 350-man server, the issue with that is those maps are not very wide. And when you fit 350, 400 people into a map, which I guess in that instance would be 175, 200 on a side, things become very cramped. It's hard for the attackers to win. The only way for the attackers to win is to outshoot your opponent and kill a lot of them to get their tickets down, which is hard to do in these days. Or you just bring dead charge at them and hope that you break through. So I kind of like that the map is so wide, but it gives CSA a great chance to outflank and outmaneuver their opponent, which I like. And Union, I think, is going to have to spend some time figuring out the defensive spots on this map and how to play this. But even without necessarily knowledge of the best defensive spots, I think Union is employing the best strategy here. So, issue, though, is that CSA is getting as close as they can to out of bounds, just trying to throw lead. In the past 3 or so minutes, Union's lost about a fourth of a stage. So, I mean, slowly but surely, CSA is getting the Union down. And at this point, I don't know if you can keep doing this if you're Union.
lads, take an aim down that column. Everyone, take aim, take aim.
No need to keep.
Steady.
A lot of that might be an issue for things too. So a lot of these Union guys are crouching. Obviously, that's gonna at least protect you a little more. But I mean, if someone gets hit while they're crouching, they're going to be losing 3 times the amount of tickets compared to if you're just standing up. It's not like they're necessarily in a defilade either. Maybe a slight one.
Take aim. Do we understand?
But that's definitely not going to help your cause. With which a couple of those guys crouching are getting hit. At least what I just saw there. So that's definitely not helping Union. And you can see a few Union guys are still going out. CSA set up a pretty nice defensive line here.
And I want y'all to be... Actually, don't.
You go there already. Bunch of nerds.
Ready. Stay strong, dress it right. Alrighty, lads. Front right, take aim.
Gentlemen, take
Stay.
Oh, wait.
And so, yeah, I mean, and in the past minute or two, Union's dropped another fourth of a stage. Some CSA have pushed up even closer now. It's clear that it's out of bounds. You can see they're running up, taking shots, and then they're falling back. And so, yeah, I mean, at this point, CSA's played this very smartly. I mean, Union's done it as well. They've played smart, but unfortunately for them, I don't know how far back they can go. They're not holding terribly far back. I don't know if they can hold in these woods or not. I mean, if it's out of bounds for me, it's definitely out of bounds for them. Okay, yeah, they can't. Wow, this Union's got no maneuverability to hide or defend, at least based off this initial look. Union's going to have a severe buff in tickets, or they need to figure out something meta-wise, which could always happen. But of course, we'll see as the map gets played more and more. Obviously, this map has been played a few times. This is just my first time seeing it in action, though. So, Union pushing out a little more. A few more hits, and they'll be dropping down to breaking. So CSA, some inching down. A little corridor here. They're going to try to maybe charge and hit Union to breaking.
Bayonets down. Charge these guys out of bounds.
Yep.
Charge them. Kill this little baby coming.
CSA should start pre-capping. I don't know if they know they're charging, though. They're friendlies anyway.
They're on us. They're on us.
I didn't bring my.
I make charge up.
Oh my fucking god! They're behind
Guys,
us.
brace.
CSA slamming in there. They're not going to win, but if they can hit Union to breaking, that's all that frankly matters. 2 CSA companies are still holding forward, 1 falling a little further back. Looks like they're going to try to cap. Looks like the rest of CSA is going to move in and charge and distract the Union. Hopefully as that 1 CSA company caps. Which they've started doing that right now. So CSA charging in the rear. Some CSA are trying to block them off.
You guys suck. How are we engaged in your breaking? You stink. You're the worst, officer. Sit down. You guys suck. You guys are the worst. You guys stink. Shut up, Tron. You guys, Hankel, you shut up. Shut up.
Shut up. Kill him.
Shut up.
Kill that man.
Okay.
Shut up.
Your lives don't matter.
Well, we got a Hankel moment. So, with that all being said, that was just straight up domination. Well done there from the CSA side. Really, not much more to say in this round, other than CSA just kind of swept through. They just defeated the Union in detail. Union was spread out. There's not like, I don't know. I mean, there's nice defensive spots for the Union, but in terms of where they can hold across the whole map, It's nothing, I don't know. It's nothing too crazy. So, of course, we'll see how the map changes and evolves. I think Union, at least initially, based on the initial look, they got to get a buff in tickets because if they want to make the map more even anyways. But regardless, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you want to support the channel more. We have a Patreon where you can get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do and advertise your regiment on the bottom of our videos and get an additional broadcast per week. Besides that, though, we have our Discord, merch, Instagram, X, and TikTok. All in the description. But anyways, we will see you all in the next one, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night.